Hello everybody, my name is Pravus. We have a very special video today in collaboration with Paradox Interactive. It's Crusader Kings 2 with the Monarch's Journey. This is a special challenge mode for Crusader Kings 2 where Paradox Interactive finds noteworthy characters in history and gives you a few challenges to complete as those characters. If you can complete these challenges while signed into your Paradox account and playing in Bronze Man mode, then you will be awarded points for every challenge complete. Those points will unlock special cosmetics in Crusader Kings 3 when it releases on September 1st. You can access the Monarch's Journey from the menu screen as shown right here, and you can see there are quite a few characters currently available. Now, I'm not going to be playing every one of these characters on the channel, however, Paradox Interactive is creating a playlist showcasing the other Monarch's Journeys from the perspectives of other YouTubers and streamers, so take a look at the link in the description down below for access to that playlist. For my Monarch's Journey, I have selected Llywelyn the Great, Duke of Gwynedd, i.e. the Duke of Wales. I apologize if my Welsh is not exactly on par. 'Tis a silly language. Llywelyn the Great was an interesting character in history. He unified all of Wales and, through clever diplomacy and diplomatic marriages, managed a very tenuous relationship with England. He even played a role in forcing King John to sign the Magna Carta. So it should be no surprise then that the challenges somewhat reflect his history. Our first challenge is called Dragon's Fire, which requires us to control all of the Kingdom of Wales, except for Cornwall. Nobody cares about Cornwall. If we can complete this challenge, we will gain 3 points toward our cosmetic upgrades in CK3. The second challenge is called Princes of Wales, which requires members of our dynasty to hold the title of Duke. 3 family duchies is worth 2 points, 6 duchies is worth 4 points, and a whopping 9 duchies is worth the full 6 points. Given that we start with no children and only a couple of cousins, this means we need to pump out a lot of babies. This works well with the third challenge called Love Spoons, which requires we marry off our own children to English nobles, or at the very least, English claimants. 2 children for 2 points, 3 children for 4 points, and 4 children for 6 points. Taking all of this together, this tells me we need a large family and we need to conquer a lot of land. Now, we could ingratiate ourselves with the King of England, perhaps become a loyal vassal, and then politically maneuver our way to the top and host a coup, or, of course, we could just have Wales conquer all of England. Yeah, we're totally doing the second option. I like the idea of a Welsh conquest. First off, we should probably get our character married, preferably to a young, lusty noblewoman who is prepared to have many children. The Princess of Denmark? With the bloodline of Ragnar Lothbrok? Oh yes, don't mind if I do. Now we need to set our ambition, which is of course to become the King of Wales, and I should choose my focus. Now the family focus would be a good choice here, it increases your fertility, but then so does the seduction focus, which allows me to seduce many women for a massive brood of bastards, and also increases my intrigue for murder. So I think this is the better choice. Gasp! The Pope is already calling for a crusade in Egypt! Well, of course, His Holiness can depend upon the Welsh to provide a grand army for the glory of God. No, of course I don't have plans just to loot the Holy Land. What are you talking about? Now let's take a look at our neighbor, King Richard the Lionheart. A proper crusader if ever there was one. I don't much like this man. He scares me. So I would like to plot to kill him. It would be far better for me if his less competent son Arthur took the throne. While we wait for that plot to build power, let's look for some lusty maidens we can seduce in the kingdom. There's one right there. What? Oh, I can't seduce you because... Oh, it's my mother. I probably shouldn't seduce my mother, right? That's perfectly fine. There are plenty of other fish in the sea. Let's just find some other random woman in our court and seduce her. I need as many opportunities to have babies as possible. Actually, here's a thought. What if we seduced the Queen of England and convinced her to kill her husband for me? That would be incredibly convenient. Oh, apparently she doesn't like that. Well, drat. Okay, fine. What if instead I seduced Isabel, Richard's sister-in-law and the wife of Prince John himself? Oh, okay. Speaking of Prince John, apparently he is in possession of a poisonous viper he will use to kill his brother. Prince John, how could you? You want to kill Richard? No, I never would have guessed. Of course I accept your plot, as I actively attempt to seduce your wife. Aha! King Richard the Lionheart is dead, and no one suspects me. I could kiss that snake. Well, maybe not. With little King Arthur on the throne, England is significantly weakened, which suits my purposes just fine. Prince John, as a reward for your assistance, I shall stop trying to sleep with your wife. Let's just find some other random trollop. Is that offensive? It's probably offensive. Look, it's correct to the time period, okay? Sue me. Huh? What's that? Oh, right. We're supposed to be going to war in Egypt and stuff now. Alright, the seducing is gonna have to wait. The Welsh army shall board the ships and sail to Jerusalem. Looks like it's already quite the party down here. So many faithful Christians looking to further the kingdom of God. It's glorious. Well, we shall be fighting every Muslim that we can. The more kills we get, the more war participation we get, and the greater the rewards. A daughter has been born! It's not as good as his son, but, you know, it's good for diplomatic marriages and all that, so I'll take it. Oh no, I seem to have made a terrible mistake. Pope Man! Pope Man, save the faithful Welsh! What are you doing? You're just standing there. Oh, we're all dead. Well, that's just embarrassing, and of course, now I'm wounded. It's probably gonna scar something fierce. But we did our job. We have pretty good war participation. Now we just sit back and let the Christians win the Crusades. I'm sure they can do it without me, right? I was wrong. I was so horribly, horribly wrong. The Christians have fallen before the inevitable Muslim counterattack. Gosh dang it, I'm gonna have to pack up some more troops and send them down to the Holy Land. Oh, you'd think I'd learn from my mistakes, but I was wrong. We're all dead again. Gosh dang it, Pope Man. All I want to do is stay in Wales and seduce maidens. I don't think that's too much to ask. Fine, I guess I'm gonna have to send a third group down to the Holy Land. Oh no! In one of the final battles of the Crusades, I'm trampled by the army of the Caliph, and I've lost a leg! Oh, woe is me. That's it, we need to end this crusade. I will personally lead the sieges of the major capital cities of Egypt so we can actually win this dang thing. Now see, was that really so hard? Christendom wins, we get Egypt, and I get my reward. Now how much did I get? Oh my god! All according to plan, of course. Mr. Pope Man, I am a good and faithful Catholic who helped you conquer Egypt, but naughty England stayed home and fought the Irish. I humbly request permission to invade England. I like to think that the Pope is just like, yeah, sure, Wales, you go ahead and have fun fighting England. You and what army? A mercenary army, you fool! Thanks for the thousands of gold. I can afford thousands of soldiers to fight the English. The Welsh conquest of England has begun! Seize their capital cities and prepare for the inevitable English counterattack. King Arthur won't know what hit him. Does King Arthur not actually know what hit him? Because I'm actually not seeing any of his troops. I think they're all distracted in Ireland. Not a single person is coming to fight me. Okay. Well, this is gonna be a heck of a lot easier than I thought. Now, we are using the invasion casus belli, which means we want to siege down as many of the top holdings as possible, because every top holding we siege down is one more county that goes directly to us, the king, at the end of this war. The more counties we hold, the more I can hand off to my children and try to turn them into dukes. Of course, these mercenaries ain't exactly cheap, are they? We only can afford this for a few more months. We're gonna have to wrap this one up. Oh, you did send some people to fight me. Well, that's cute. In the meantime, I have sired many a son and daughter, so our family is quite large and ready to inherit many titles at the end of this war, which I think we are about ready to end now. Aha! We have done it! I am officially the King of England! But actually, apparently it's not called England anymore. It's called Logir. That's fine, but I also want to form the Kingdom of Wales so I can complete the achievement. And boom! We have successfully completed Dragon's Fire. That's 3 points to Gryffindor. Oh, we gained control of Stonehenge? Well, I suppose we did, but unfortunately it doesn't mean anything because I'm not a pagan. That is unfortunate. Now I need to hand a lot of land off to my family. This is gonna take a while, but all my little baby sons, congratulations. You're now the ruler of little counties, and my cousins and uncles and anyone else who's alive. You all get land with the anticipation that I will be giving you duchies once I can, revoke some titles and murder the legitimate rulers. And of course, we must never stop seducing. Even if we don't need more children, having women wrapped around my little finger makes for a really good murder cult. Or at the very least, we can revoke some claims. How about this guy right here? See, I don't like that he's plotting to get someone murdered, so I'm just gonna imprison him. See, he's raised the flag of rebellion. That means you have fallen for my trap card, and now I can siege down your holdings, imprison you, and revoke the titles free of charge. My kids are slowly growing up. We're gonna marry off my daughters to some English noblemen. Unfortunately, I seem to have made the mistake of not controlling the marriage of my heir and my son, so he thinks that he's a little count who can make his own decisions in life, and he got himself married without my permission. Oops, can we murder the woman? Probably, but he won't like that. We'll just wait for some more kids to grow up. There seems to be a distinct shortage of eligible English noble bachelors. I wonder why. Couldn't have anything to do with my mass purging, could it? Well, one thing we could do is take one of our own personal counties, hand it off to some nobody of English birth, and then marry him off to my daughter, and then boom, we've actually managed to get another marriage. Yay! 4 of our children have been successfully married off to English nobles or claimants, and therefore I get 6 more points. Now, the only thing left to do is make sure I've got plenty of duchies to go around, and I do have a couple of grandsons now, so we can hand off the last couple of counties necessary. Of course, remember, if you're going to hand off a duchy title, it has to go to someone who already has at least the count rank. So, even if we give this guy a count title and give him a completely unrelated duchy, not even remotely connected to his proper holdings, he'll gain the title, and that's all we need for the achievement. Oh, thank you, Grandpapa, for the county of Northumberland. I shall treat it with great care. You're very welcome, my child, and for good measure, I shall also give you the Duchy of Cornwall. Well, I suppose I ought to be grateful, even though it is Cornwall. But I don't have any holdings down there. How will the people there ever respect me? They won't, but it doesn't matter, because I have a dream. Ha! Victory is mine! The Princess of Wales is complete. 9 duchies have been distributed amongst my family members, and we get 6 more points and complete the Monarch's Journey for Llywelyn. Not bad for a one-legged, lecherous, murderous Welshman. And it only cost an arm, me, and a leg. Well, that wasn't too bad. It only took me a couple of hours to earn enough points to unlock the Wizard's Beard. Yay! Of course, there are a lot of other cosmetics that we could unlock, but for that, we need more points. So if you guys want to take a look at all the other Monarch's Journey spotlights that Paradox is hosting in their playlist, well then, again, I encourage you to take a look at the playlist down below in the description. Try them out for yourself, guys. It's a pretty fun little challenge for CK2. And of course, if it can unlock more cosmetic features for CK3 when it releases on September 1st, well, that's just fine and dandy. Thank you all for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed this video, and again, a thank you to Paradox Interactive for their collaboration and sponsorship today. That was quite a lot of fun. Hit that like button if you did enjoy. Of course, leave a comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.
All right, let's go ahead and do it.